Okay, Mr. Sturber, do you know what the agreement is?
Judge, we have an agreement for the department to remain a temporary managing conservator. Right now, I'm not really sure what the visits are going to be, but it sounds like we probably need to get a recommendation from a therapist. Just the vibe I'm getting, I don't know where everybody else is at on that, but I think that's what we would be requesting before we start visits. Ask for the parents to provide personal effects. I think that's about all I have right now.
Okay. Where is Samara Place?
Local,
Okay, good.
one county over.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. So let me see. Do we have any of the parents here?
The mother is
Yeah, she's
present on my phone, but she actually is located out of state, Your Honor, and is
Right.
currently homeless and
Right.
does day labor. She has to sign up on a list and just hope that she gets picked for the day. Today she did not get picked. So, she lives day to day at the moment.
Okay, what about the father? Is it Trey?
Judge, the father,
Is that Trey?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Is it the
No,
guy?
it's Josh Walker. He's got his mic on, but not his camera. I texted him to turn his camera on. So the father's here. He is local. He was who the child was living with when she was removed.
Right.
So he's here. I have admonished him to really not talk because, these allegations are super serious, possibility of a criminal investigation. So he's willing to agree to temporary managing conservatorship with the department. Obviously, adamantly denies the allegations, starting the removal, but acknowledges that his daughter, she just came out of a psychiatric treatment facility in Denver and got shipped to him 4 months ago. So she, she has needs that are greater than either parent is capable of meeting right this second.
Have the parents ever been involved? Do we have any prior orders involving Samara? Anybody know? Y'all, Mr. Walker, Mom, do we know have like a divorce decree or custody order or anything?
No, ma'am.
No, y'all just pass it back and forth, or how's that work?
There's no need for a custody order, as I have sole conservatorship. I had his parental rights legally removed a few years ago at Samara's request.
Well, then that means you have custody papers. Where did you do that, ma'am?
Through Bell County.
So, Mr. Walker, do you, Ms. Wheeler, I can ask him this. Do you know have your parental rights been terminated?
I never got no paperwork or nothing.
You didn't know that?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
He does know that. We've discussed it before in the past.
Okay, well, let's just,
I never received no paperwork, went to court for it, so.
well.
It's okay, Mr. Walker. We can pull.
We'll get it figured out. So we'll say the Bell County case transfer to consolidate. If anybody's over in Bell County today, y'all might want to look and check, because that's.
I think Chuck's looking it up, Judge. We can look it up.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna name the department the temporary managing conservator, visits as agreed by Samara's therapist. The parents are to provide personal effects, clothes, toiletries, whatever she needs, as requested by CPS placement and or the ad litems. The Bell County case is going to be transferred and consolidated herein. Lawyers, y'all need anything else?
Yes.
Judge, can I ask the mother just what year she thinks this all happened?
Let's see. It would have been about 3 years ago, because it was right before we moved here to Colorado. I grabbed my folder. I'm trying to pull the paperwork out right now.
Are you looking it up, Mr. Stern?
Yeah, I found one case from 2009, but that was just the order establishing the parent-child relationship.
Okay. Miss Mystic, what else do you need? We're looking.
I've talked with with Courtney about needing, Samara's clothes, and if Mr. Walker can drop stuff off at my office, we can get it arranged to get to her. And I think, and we need that pretty quick if possible, if he's got any of her belongings. I'm sure he does. She only took a few things.
Well, everything she had, I dropped it off for, my sister dropped it off at her grandma's house. So
Okay, so it's at grandma's?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we need to get, somebody have grandma's number? If not, I mean, the department probably does. Do you have grandma's number you can give to your lawyer or put it in the chat? That'd just be easier if you could.
I don't have it,
I
ma'am.
don't think they have contact with each other, Dory. It'd
I
probably
can
be best
get
to
it
get that
to you.
information from the
Okay, I'll get
investigator.
it. I'll get it. That's fine.
Sorry, I
I'll
happen
send
to
it,
have
Dory.
it. I'll send it to you.
Okay,
Found the
all right,
paper
thank you.
case ID for the termination.
Yes, Miss Sinclair says she has a cause number for the termination. What is that cause number?
And it was ordered on March 18th of 2020. Oh, sorry. It looks like the paperwork says that the termination was entered with the court on March 17th, 2020.
Can you read the judge's name, ma'am?
Judge presiding, the signature looks like Paul L. Lepak, maybe? It looks like it might be Lepak. I can't tell.
Yeah, it's Judge LePack.
That's close. That's good. You did good. Okay. Okay.
And Janet, it says order of termination? It's
Well,
not this, oh, okay.
can you give me that number again? It's 237, comma.
Dog.
Okay. I will look it up and
Can you get a copy? Mr.
I'm
Scott?
looking at it right now on the Bell County civil case search, and the last thing I see order wise is just that order establishing parent-child relationship from 2009. I'm not saying that that's accurate, but I'm just saying if you just do the online search, that's what you're going to find.
Maybe
Okay.
it was sealed.
Miss Sinclair, can you send me a copy of that order? Like, if I know that you don't maybe have a computer, but if you can take a picture of that order, page by page, and send it to me today so I can take a look at it.
Hey
Yes, ma'am.
Chuck, is it that same cause number you're looking at?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, because sometimes terminations are sealed, so I didn't know if maybe,
That's what I said.
Maybe.
oh, you did, okay,
Yeah, but if you just type, I'm just saying if you type in that number, it's just
Gotcha.
show that stuff up to 2009.
When I get that, I will copy everyone with it. So,
Okay. And somebody might want to go to the clerk's office and figure out what the deal is also.
I'm over there a
Okay.
lot. So,
Okay. Miss, parents, do any of y'all have any Native American heritage?
Sasha's side does. Mine is very, very minuscule.
Okay, Mr. Walker, what is it?
What was that, ma'am? What was the question?
Do you have any Native American heritage?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it?
Blackfoot Cherokee.
Okay. And are y'all registered with any tribes?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know who has Native American heritage in your family?
My my grandmother on my father's side, so his
Okay.
mother, so she was half, and so
So your grandma on so it was that's your grandma, right?
yes, ma'am.
Your paternal grandma.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sometimes I need a chart for family stuff. So there you go. Thank you, sir. Okay, that's good. Miss Sinclair, Mr. Walker, have y'all filled out your court-appointed attorney applications?
No, ma'am.
I wasn't even aware of any court things going on until she called me about half hour, 45 minutes ago.
Okay.
Judge, I just was able to make contact with my client, we started yesterday and then today. So I will get with him in the next couple of days on the phone, fill that out and send it to him for him to sign and get back to you.
Okay, y'all, it's real important that y'all fill those out because I need to know that you're entitled to a court-appointed attorney. If I don't have the information, I don't know that you're entitled. So if I don't have it within a week, your attorneys will be released, okay?
Well,
So
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
okay. Mr. Sturmer, what else do you need?
Nothing else from us, Judge.
Okay, Miss Gustafson, what do you need?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Miss Wheeler?
I'm good, Judge.
Okay, Miss Mystic?
I'm good.
Casa?
We're good. Samara's right around the corner, so we can go and check on her pretty often. And the high school and everything is real close by. And then we are taking about 7 shirts, 5 pants. We've got some clothes to take to her. And then other than that, her placement says that she's been doing well so far, and we're gonna go see her soon.
Okay, good. Okay, well, y'all can take her the clothes that grandma has too, or somebody can get those to her also. So, okay, Mr. Walker, Miss Sinclair, after today, there'll be a meeting called a family group conference. And at the family group conferences, services will be developed to work towards reunifying the family. We'll come back to court on our status hearing. It's on December 6th. On that day, we'll go over your service plan. You probably would already started working some of the services. And make it an order of the court. And I tell everybody at every hearing, you have to comply with your service plan or your parental rights could be subject to termination. Okay? Y'all understand that?
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Honestly, I couldn't quite hear everything that was said.
Okay. Your lawyer will tell me. I'm not feeling great today, so my voice isn't working real good. Your lawyer will tell you, ma'am.
Yeah, that's fine.
She knows. I say the same thing all the time. She knows what it is. So, okay, thank y'all for coming and thinking about the best interest of your child. Y'all, Ms. Gustafson, get us that order so we can look at it. And nobody needs anything else, right? Okay, thank you. Well, we'll see y'all in December. Everybody agree that the hearings can be held via Zoom?
Yes,
Mr. Sherman, y'all had an opportunity to visit. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Judge, I believe we also have an agreement on this case. The department to remain temporary managing conservator. Parents to provide personal effects visits as agreed by the department ad litem supervised. I don't think we need anything else.
Do we need a DNA on Mr. Miles?
I think I deferred to Ms. Kay to answer that.
He's not said anything to me about Violet not being his, but he's also not in agreement with the removal. So I don't know.
Oh,
So do we need to have a hearing, Ms. Kay?
It would appear that we do. This was the first time I had been able to speak with him. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, is he on the birth certificate?
I don't know.
He is not, Judge.
Okay. Well, I don't know for sure that he's the father then. Lawyers, do y'all need to go to breakout room and visit? Okay, Ms. Trinidad, if you can send in Casa to breakout room, please.
Judge, my client is willing to admit on the record that he is Violet's father and be adjudicated.
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted. Ms. Kay, did y'all visit about home studies on his family?
Yes, ma'am. And we also visited about the likelihood of there being a hair follicle test and the court's position on moving the child to anywhere where my client resides without a clean hair follicle.
Okay, and a home study too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So are y'all willing to go forward with the hearing today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I believe I'd previously sworn everybody in. Ms. Kay, let's just get some of the basic stuff done. Talk to your client on the record now that he's back under oath about paternity of Violet,
Sir,
please.
can you hear me all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you the father of Violet?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you on her birth certificate?
No, ma'am.
Right. But are you swearing today under oath that you are the father of this child?
I am.
And you understand that Judge Mabray can make a legal finding that you are this child's father today based on your testimony, right?
Right.
And is that what you're asking her to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Pass the witness, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions, Mr. Miles? Mr. Miles, do you have any more children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Mr. Miles, do you have any more? Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you,
I'm sorry, you cut out.
hold on. Could y'all hear my question? Could y'all hear me?
No.
Yes, Your
Yes, he answered. He does.
Okay. And where are they, sir?
Killeen, Texas.
Okay. How many other children do you have?
2.
Two. Okay. None with Miss Gordon, correct?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, if I adjudicate you as Violet's dad, you could be on the hook for child support for a long time, right?
Right.
And she's a little girl, just because she turns 18 doesn't mean, how kids are, doesn't mean they're going away when they're 18 years old.
I understand.
Okay. Okay. And you understand you could have lots of rights and duties as a parent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anything else, Mr. Miles, Ms. Kay?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. McClure, you want to call your client about paternity, please?
Yes. Let's see. Giovanna, unmute yourself. Okay. So you've heard Trey say that he is the father and he wants to be adjudicated. Do you believe he is the father?
Absolutely.
And you have no doubt that he is the father?
No doubt.
So you're understanding that he's stepping up to the plate and he's saying he is dad and he's wanting to be adjudicated to be dad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Also, real quickly, just let the judge know that you're still working on getting that application for court-appointed attorney filled out for me, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Judge, anything else you wanted?
No, ma'am, that's good. Mr. Sturmer, do you need anything else?
Sorry, I was muted. Not as far as paternity goes.
Okay. Anything else, period?
It's my understanding that the father was looking to contest the removal. I would just ask that you order a hair strand drug test on him prior to considering his contest of the removal, and that if he's got any relatives that he would like for us to look towards placement, that he provide that information to the department.
I thought he was agreeing to the removal now. Is that not true, Ms. Kay?
Yes, Your Honor. He just wanted to make sure that the department would look at his aunt and uncle as a placement. That was the only thing that he wanted today.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that.
Okay. Home study on paternal. Mr. Miles, which relative is it of yours? Your mom?
My mom's sister.
Your mom, so that's your aunt, right?
Yes,
Where
ma'am.
does she live, sir?
213
This what town?
Coppers Cove.
Oh, okay. Now, sir, does she have it? Do you know if she has any criminal history or CPS history or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. Is that the house where they were fixing up the garage for y'all to live in?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Got that. Mr. Miles, Miss Gordon, do any of y'all have any Native American heritage? Indian heritage?
I do. I'm just not registered.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. And obviously, now Violet is going to be 1 coming up. Is that birthday right? Hold on just a second. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Y'all haven't ever been to Attorney General Court or anything else regarding Violet, have y'all? No. Okay. Okay.
Judge,
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt. It just hit me. I might need to talk with Miss Kay and Trey because I didn't represent Trey, but I think I represented someone in a previous case, and I just don't know if there's a conflict and want to be straightforward.
Do you want to go to breakout room?
Just real quick.
Okay. Mr. Miles, you're going to get another button to go to breakout room with Miss Kay and Miss Mystic.
Sorry, I just hit me.
You need to put anything on the record, Miss Mystic?
I don't think so. I mean, unless Kristen wants to, I don't think we need to. I mean, there was no objection to any conflict. I don't think there is a legal conflict, but I don't think so at all. And So, and then Judge, if I know you were doing a docket entry, just if you could make sure that daycare is paid for.
Already got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will tell you, you may not have ordered daycare if I told you where the foster parents work. The foster dad works for a university that, you know, is opposed to you, but I didn't want to mention it until, since you wrote it down and we're good.
I got a pen. I can always exit out.
A motion to reconsider?
And as good as I feel today, as good as my hair looks, I'm in a bad mood. So, you know, you never know what I might say or do.
Uh-oh, I should have said it to you.
Yeah.
And,
Hey, at
okay.
least got a good flag in the background. So, you know, he's got that going for him. So, okay, thank you. Miss Kate, what else do y'all need?
Just the home study on his people, Judge, that's all.
Got it. Miss McClure.
I think we're good, Judge. Mom is looking good. She's clean. She just knows she needs some time to get a little bit more stability and a little more help, but she is committed to doing what she needs to do to get Violet back.
Okay. I think she has, I couldn't really, from reading the affidavit, couldn't really boyfriend or not that needs to work on a service plan, but y'all get that all figured out too.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Casa, what do y'all need?
I just need the contact information for Miss Gordon. I sent her a message. I don't know if it was the right phone number, but if she could get with me, and then I'll go out and get with his aunt and check out the house and see how far they are in the process. I went yesterday, but I didn't go in, so I'll reach back out to them. I just need their contact information so I can reach out and go out there and see if it's safe for Violet to be in there and what else needs to be done in order for her to be placed there, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm confused. I thought you said you need Miss Gordon's contact information too?
Yes, Your Honor. I have a phone number for her. I sent her a message. I don't know if she got it or not.
Okay. Okay. Miss McClure, will you get that to Mr. Lee, please?
Yes.
Okay. And you need Miss Redmond's phone number also, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, me too.
Miss Kate, we'll get that to Miss Mystic, CPS, and Mr. Lee, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Lee?
No, Your Honor. I visited with Violet yesterday on Zoom. She's a very happy baby.
Oh, the picture.
And she act like she's been living there forever. She was calm, no crying or anything. And she's doing very well.
Great. Okay, good. Okay, I think Miss Mystic's gonna send me some cute pictures.
I am, and I had one more thing. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. What's up? What do you need?
I'll send an email to everybody, but we need a travel approval for the foster family to go to Georgia with Violet. It's only October 27th to the 31st, so they should not affect the visits for the parents. We'll make sure that they get their visits before and then after, so it doesn't affect. But I'll send an email with the addresses, itinerary, and everything, Judge.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, well, I'm gonna name the department the temporary managing conservator. Mr. Miles, Ms. Gordon, y'all are to provide personal effects as requested by CPS, the ad items and or the placement, which means like give Violet his diapers or wipes or, you know, stuff like that. That'll work. Visits for the parents as agreed by CPS and ad items. Mr. Miles is adjudicated as Violet's father. I'm going to order a hair strand on the parents to happen by 3 Friday, 10/20/23, as requested by the department. I'm also going to order a nail test for the department to do a nail test per CPS. Takes a while to grow out your nails, but it's department, whoever's going to be the caseworker, y'all get that done also. Parents, y'all's court-appointed attorney applications, your lawyer has them. They'll get them to y'all. I need them within a week. I need to have them back because I need to make sure that y'all are entitled or eligible for a court-appointed attorney. If I don't have them back in a week, I don't know that you are entitled to a court-appointed attorney, and your attorney will be released from further representation. CPS is to provide childcare for the sounds like for the Aggie foster parents. So, man, that's hard for me to say. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we'll be seeing about that next year. Just saying. Home study on Mr. Miles's paternal aunt, Miss Sylvia Redmond in Cove. Parents, after today, there'll be a meeting called the Family Group Conference. And at the Family Group Conference, that's where your services will be developed. And we come back to court on December 6th. We go over your service plan, make it a court order. I hope y'all will have already started working on your services. I tell everybody at every hearing, you have to comply with your service plan or your parental rights could be subject to termination. Do y'all understand, Mr. Miles, Ms. Gordon? You can
Yes,
nod. Okay, okay. Mr. Miles, you understand? Okay, thank you. Okay, well, thank y'all for coming. Thank you for stepping up to the plate, Mr. Miles, being adjudicated. That saves us all a lot of time, and that means you can get on your service plan quick, and hopefully we get this case over quicker than usual too. So good luck to everybody, and I'll see y'all on December 6th. Everybody agreed hearings can be held via Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, this is the client's hearing, so I didn't get a court report, so I don't really know what's going on, but y'all apparently have an agreement. Ms. Mystic, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge. You want me to announce it or you want Chuck?
Well, because Mr. Summer's not here.
Oh, I believe in talking with the attorneys for the parents and the department that we're going to do drug testing once a week, random, for the next 30 days. And if both test negative for all substances, we'll close out the case. Judge, you had ordered parenting classes. They're doing fine. This baby's healthy. They've made all doctor's appointments. I visited with them and baby. We just wanted to have a little 30-day buffer to make sure the drug testing is negative weekly.
Okay. And Mr. Dennis, Ms. McClure, y'all agree to that?
Yes, Judge, but we
I
do
believe
have-
so, Your Honor.
Ms. McClure, what were we saying?
The only issue is, and we may need to get mom and dad to talk about this. Dad has a new job and it's down south of Austin. So he's gone from like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning till 7 or 8 at night. So we're either, and I need to probably get them to unmute so they can answer some questions here. So can y'all unmute?
Parents, unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet.
If the department, instead of having them call in every day and having them, she doesn't have any transportation because he's gone all day. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's going to be gone in that area. We may need to get him to test down where he works, but mom's going to have transportation issues. So is there any way that we could have the department just decide when they're going to want them to test and then let them know that they need to go in? He would need to go in closer to work and she would need some help getting to drug testing since he's got the vehicle and he's going to be, 2.5, 3 hours away.
Well, see, I don't always work in Buda. That's where I work for Chamberlain Commercial Weatherproofing and Roofing. So I don't always work in Buda. That's where our office is. We go down to Buda every morning and then we go out to a different location. But I could call off, like if you want to do it like Monday or Friday, I could call a half a day. I already talked to my boss about it because then he can plan to have somebody else come in for me for the rest of the day.
So if I can just interject, and the parents may not like this, I'm not as concerned about Matthew. If Matthew will go do a hair test, it may be for marijuana. Okay. I think that's fine because we knew that before, I believe. If I'm wrong, they can correct me. If we can get a hair and he doesn't have any other substances, for mom, I need her to test weekly random just because we had one positive.
So can the department help with getting transportation for those tests?
Can the people you're staying with, I know the ladies having surgery, but
if it's just her, they'll be able to do it. The problem was me because of work and stuff. I have to grow my hair out a little more for a hair follicle test, but I can
nails.
do that. Huh?
Yeah. As long as the last 90 days, Judge, he doesn't have any substances, because I think when he tested before, that was the only thing that came up. I would be fine with that. I hadn't talked to the department about that, but I need mom random weekly for the next 4 weeks.
That's fine. Let's just say dad hair or nail test, whichever one we can figure out. Okay. Okay with that, Mr. Dennis?
Yeah. Do we want to do that toward the end of the month, or do we want to do that now?
No, like you said, it's gonna take him a while to grow his hair out, and he probably needs to a little bit too.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't have much nails because of my work. I'll show you. Like I do roofing and stuff, so like my nails are all beat up. They're down to the nub.
And Matthew,
you got toenails?
Yeah, no, I'm
not really.
Kind of. The boots kind of beat them up.
Matthew, you go to the facility and let them tell you what they need to take and whether you need to come back again.
All right, that'll work.
Just don't cut them. Don't cut your hair. Don't cut your nails.
I got you.
Mr. Stark, what do you need?
I don't think I need anything, Judge.
Okay, let me look at the court page. Ms. McClure, do you need anything?
I think we're good, Judge.
Mr. Dennis? Mr. Dennis,
I'm sorry, Judge.
you need anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, y'all. I have 11:15 and 12:06. 12:06 is a little bit more reasonable with Mr. Gillespie from here is now. It's probably gonna take him a couple weeks, so let's just reset this for compliance. Look at Ms.
Your,
Mystic's.
your service is bad, Judge,
Let me
right
see.
now. Oh, that's better.
I don't know, our internet's going in and out here. Well, y'all have a cute, Miss Mystic sent me a picture. Matthew Jr. is precious.
Yes, he is.
Yes, and he's cute. Yeah, very, very cute. Well, and he's healthy.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a super cute picture. He is darling. Okay.
Your Honor, did you pick a date? I couldn't hear you.
Yes, 12/6.
12/6.
Yes. And here's the deal, y'all parents. If y'all get this done before, like say Thanksgiving, and everything's good and negative, then the department can just tell me, Judge, we want to dismiss this case, have court on December 6th, okay? So,
All right.
Ms. Gilbert, be sure and comply, do your random UAs. Mr. Gillespie, get this worked out with it. I'm going to delete the parenting from the prior order, so y'all don't have to do that. So we just have to do with the drug test, okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, so I will set it for, excuse me, I will set it for a compliance hearing. And I don't want to see y'all on December 6th, okay?
We don't want to see you either. No
I
offense.
know. I got it. Okay. Thank you. Y'all got to
All right.
comply. Please raise your hand. Thank y'all. Do you
Thank you,
swear
Your
affirm
Honor.
that the testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Alzay, you got to raise your hand. You swear?
I swear.
Okay. Okay. I read the reports. Sounds like you still got your job.
Yes, ma'am.
Sounds good. You're making good money. You're working hard. You like it. You got an old man boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay, though. What, is he nice to you?
Yes,
Does he work?
yes.
Where does he live?
Johnson City.
Johnson City. That's by me. I might know him. You need to tell Miss Hanley his name so I can make sure I know him. And if I know him, that's not always a good thing, girl. I'm just teasing you, but that's true though. How is Settlement Home?
It's good.
Okay. What can I do for you today?
I'm not sure. I'm just here.
You're just here, but
Yes.
you're just, well, so you're doing like the rest of us. You're working, you're working, you're coming home, sleeping. Welcome to our world. Welcome to being 18. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. You doing therapy or anything there?
Yes, kind of.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Hi. I'm Alzay's therapist. I'm in the back. Okay.
Where's Sally Anderson?
Oh, we got a bunch of people on here. These people on for a bunch of hearings.
Oh.
I'm sick today, so I was supposed to go, and I didn't go to the courthouse, so we're just on Zoom. So I have people here that are on other cases. Sally deals with your insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she's here for some other. And the rest of these people are lawyers on other cases and stuff. You can see them, mostly lawyers and stuff, CPS, and that's who everybody is. Yeah, no, we're just having it. That's why my hair looks so pretty today, because I just I'm sarcastic because I just didn't feel good. Okay, well, I'm glad you got the job. You've had it for a while, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay. Can you like move up to be a server, or what's the plan?
Well, right now I do bar back and busing, but the top manager there did let me do some learning and prep because I told him I'm interested in like the kitchen stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
What are we thinking about school?
I don't know if I want to do ACC anymore. I mean, I might have to because I'm like only have 22 credits, but I did reach, like I did kind of apply. I don't know if I basically reached out to a culinary school. And she's called me twice already, but this time when I answered the phone, she hung up. So I don't know.
Maybe she just had bad service.
Probably.
Call her back, see what you can find out. Had bad service today. Just never know, all this stuff going on. Well, good. Miss Torres, what do you need today, ma'am?
Don't need anything. I would prefer additional information about this person of interest for Miss Alizea. However, I respect that she's 18. She knows that I talk about safety all the time, but at this time, the department doesn't need any new orders. I think we're doing pretty well.
I really would like the name.
His name is Andrew.
Well, text, can you put in the chat his last name? Do you know how to do that?
Sure.
And his social security number.
Oh, I don't need that. And you can.
Oh, we'll find that fast. I just need the name.
Where does he work, Jose?
Real Ale Brewery.
Real Ale Brewery. In Johnson City?
Yes.
We're all looking it up.
I've been to another one down there. Have you been to Johnson City?
Yes.
Lovely spot, huh?
Very country.
Go to the exotic zoo place, and there's a reptile house too that we go to.
Yeah, on the land that his family and him live on, there's another guy who has like a whole bunch of exotic animals.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So they live out in the country?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, that's even better. Okay, Miss Hanley, what's up with you?
Your Honour, just the same as what Raven had stated, I have this conversation with Alizea over and over again. I'm concerned about her safety. I'm happy she enjoys her work. She says she's thrilled at what she's doing. She's earning her money. She's saving it and doing her 25/75. So I'm happy at that. But I'm just concerned about this older gentleman. She said she's happy. She said she's safe with him. She hasn't met his family. I'm just worried about the locations where she's meeting him.
Where are you meeting him, Alze?
At his place.
Okay, in Johnson City?
Yes.
Well, guess who's the judge in Johnson City?
Who?
Me. For CPS cases. So, and it's like one county away from me. So I have lots of contacts down there. So, I mean, it's like 15 minutes from where I live. Okay. So remember, I know people there, and, the sheriff, we worked together for a long, long time, and, county attorney, the district attorney, all of them, the judge, other judges. So, it sounds like it's a nice family, but I sure would like to know the name. I don't know why.
I would love to meet him.
I sent the name in the chat.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I know she's 18, Your Honour, but I would love to meet this individual.
I've talked to him on the phone. I've had my staff meet him, and I've talked to him on the phone. And I will say, to Alizea's credit, when she's out there in Johnson City, she's able to keep in touch with us. She's been responsible about taking her medications as prescribed while she's out there. She has been responsible about timeliness in terms of their passes. So there is some there's some merit in the independent living skills that Alizea is practicing here. And I know I'm of course, as an adult who cares deeply about Alizea, I care too about the health of her relationship and then the type of people that she's around. But I'm grateful that she's trusting us with this information and talking to us about it. So there's something there.
No, it's great. It sounds like, you're complying with all Settlement Homes rules and stuff. So that's great. And you're happy. So that's good too. So, okay, Ms. Hanley, what else do you need?
Nothing other than that, Your Honour. She's doing well, and like Miss Alice said, she is in compliance and she has been respectful. Just now and again, she pushes that boundary.
No, not her, not that, not her. No, good. Well, and I'm happy about this, the work, and you're liking it. And so you thinking you're liking the culinary stuff better than doing vet tech stuff?
Yes.
Well, I knew you'd be good with animals too, and you know that's important to me too. So, but Papados, that's a great company to work for, and they got, you know, a gazillion different restaurants in different locations. So that's good. Yay, good, way to go, Miss Mystic. You good?
I'm good, Judge. Hi, Alize. Sorry I wasn't in here right at the beginning. We text and I'm proud of her, but I'm with Denise. Just I didn't get the name. You were going to send it in the chat, girl.
It's there.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
says to everyone.
That's weird. I didn't get it. Maybe mine's not working. That's okay. They can give it to me.
Dory, you know a friend of ours that lives down there that knows everybody.
Yes, I do. I will follow through.
Okay, I will too. Okay, Alze, when you want to come? When you want to see us again? When you want to have another court date?
I got a tattoo.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You did
all the 18-year-old things.
What is it? It's a bunny with a dress on?
Mm-hmm.
And then what's going across the bottom?
It's supposed to say "We're all mad here" from Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Al. Okay, cool. Do you have like a Band-Aid on it or something?
Yeah, it's the wrap. I got it done yesterday.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my, did it hurt?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, your arm's kind of swollen, isn't it?
No, I'm just fat.
No, you're not. No, it does like it's a little poofy.
Yeah.
How long did it take? How long did it take?
Like hours.
How much it cost?
I paid $270 in total, but like the words were $80 and then the bunny was $150.
The bunny's big. Are you sure we're gonna be able to read the writing? It's just kind of messy.
Yeah, it's in the little Santa dorm right now, and so all the ink kind of spills out, but as soon as you're supposed to keep it on for a few days, and then when you peel it off and wash it, it looks like crispy clean.
Okay, good. I don't want you to pay for something, have it look all that, you know, that would be good. And because you're not like you can get rid of it. Sort of
Look at Denise's face.
What'd you say?
Denise's face.
I didn't understand. You say it again.
Do you see Denise's face?
Oh, Denise is probably mortified. Well, we've talked about that.
You know, Judge, we've talked about this. Yes, I am. I'm totally mortified. I really and truly am. I just had a co-worker text me as well and says, "Oh my God, Denise, your face."
Well, you know why she did it? Because you're mortified. That's exactly why she did it. She did. No, I'm just kidding. Well, it'll be nice, and it's not going to go away. So I'm surprised it wasn't more. So, okay. Well, it sounds like
you chose this moment, Your Honor, to tell me on Zoom and to tell Raven on Zoom rather than wait until I visit her, because it would have been harder for her to bring
Or
it up.
the 30 minutes it's going to take me to drive to her. So
exactly.
Thank you for that. She knew we were being recorded.
Yes.
She wanted the shock effect to see y'all both in person. I mean, see y'all on Zoom and both at the same time. So
yeah.
And Dory and I are like, whatever, whatever.
She's accomplished it.
Yes, she has. Okay, Alze, when do you want your next hearing? How far you want us to come back and see
you? January.
January? Okay.
How does it work to file taxes?
We'll work on that next.
Settlement Home will help you do that.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I have a whole plan to get all my kiddos filed by the April deadline.
Okay, good, because I have a CPA. I don't even do that myself because that's way out of my pay. Yeah,
I'm gonna bring in a CPA to help out the mom.
Good. Okay, Alize, we'll have our next hearing on January 20. Sorry, I can't talk today. January 17th, okay?
All right. Sounds good.
Let's say everything continues, services review 17. How about let's just limit it to one tat right now, okay?
I already have 3.
Denise is like, what? You have 3?
Yes.
Okay. Well, remember, you got to save your money.
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, you continue the good work. We're real proud of you. You're doing great. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And you're just going to make more money around Christmas because that restaurant's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good to see you. Thanks, Miss Alice. Thank you for having Alice on. And we'll, you know, where I'm always here if you need to talk to me.
Yep. Thanks so much, you guys.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks. See you soon.
Be down there in about 5 minutes. Even though she has court, forget court. She's gonna come get you, girl.
I'm going straight down I-35.
The whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay. See you later.
Thank you.
Okay, this is our excuse me, first permanency hearing. I have Skylar on a monitor return, but y'all said some things that happened. So since I guess the reports came out, what I need to know, Mr. Sturman.
Judge, we kind of have I guess you'd call it a disrupted monitor return as of last night. But
Wow.
I don't know if we need to even really have a permanency hearing today. We're looking like we're going to have an agreement for a final order. The department can't really sign off on that agreement, but everybody else is going to be recommending it. So we're really just asking if we can put this on the next docket.
What happened?
Dad let mom come around or be unsupervised with the child.
Thought mom was like in South Dakota.
Yeah, so did we.
So she's back in Texas.
Was.
Wow. Okay. 11-1.
If Joanne thinks that she could get her client to appear that day.
11-1 or 11-15.
I think we just need a court reporter day. So if that's on.
Okay, hold on. So we set it for final?
I think it's good. If we can get there, we're going to do a final agreement. So I'd rather be prepared to do that than not.
Okay, and what am I setting this for?
Can we set it for a perm/final? And then if we can't finalize, we can do the perm.
Okay. That'll work. Where is Skylar or what's the plan?
It's with the aunt for right now. This is the previous placement.
Okay. Is she okay?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'll reset it for a perm. So y'all would waive the 45 days? If
Yeah,
need be?
yes.
Let me write that in the docket sheet.
And I'll tell my client, but if anyone else has contact with the tribe, I don't know if we need them here as well.
Yes. Yes. Have they been notified, Mr. Sturman?
They have.
Yeah, they were involved at the beginning and then kind of backed away since the kid was at home with dad. And I talked to him, dad, this morning about trying to get them here today, but it was kind of short notice. So I'll tell them to reach out and get someone here for 11-1.
Miss Mystic, Department Casa, y'all need to reach out to them too. So
yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we'll reset. Write that. Tribe to be included. Okay, we'll reset for final/perm on 11/1/23. All right, mom did not appear, but her attorney did. 45 days. Notice is waived by the attorneys. Okay, thank you. Okay, so second permanency hearing. I wrote that the mom was, after my reading the report, the mom was MIA, dad's location's unknown. The girls are doing well at their foster home in Hayes County, rocking along, getting some services that they need. And we're set for trial in January. So, Mr. Sturman, what do y'all need today?
Judge, I think at this time I don't need anything except for to order substituted service on the father. We've attempted to serve him in California, and that was returned unserved. Looks like we attempted that 2 different times. So we just ask that you order substituted service.
Okay, I'll approve that. That's good because the trial's January 17th. So that gives us plenty of time to get that done. Is foster only foster, or are they foster and adopt, or what's their plan?
Judge, it's not permanent, so we probably need to really start looking.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Sturmer?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Ms. San Miguel, what do you need today?
Just a client.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. McClure, same.
The client.
Okay, Ms. Sullivan, girls are doing well.
Good morning. I
Good
have visited the girls twice, once in school, and I went down again just to hang out with them. And we went out and ate. They're doing great. They love their caregiver. I asked them about their mom. They changed the subject and wanted to talk about music. But overall, they're enjoying themselves. The youngest girl just had a birthday, and the family took them to the Renaissance Fair, and they dressed up.
Oh, fun.
I sent you a picture.
You did?
Dressed up. Yeah.
Let me look. That's cool. Oh, wow. That's funny. That was really nice. Those are good pictures. And they've gone on the lake and all kind of stuff. Cool. Good. Okay, Ms. Sullivan, do you need anything today?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Mystic?
Judge, I'm good. I echo what Ms. Sullivan said. Still struggling in school a little bit. They're the ADHD meds helping for Athena. But they're thriving and they love where they are.
Are there any other foster?
Not permanent.
No, okay. Well, yeah, see if we can start looking, and we'll have a trial on January. I'm approved substitute service on Mr. Quillen, and final trials 117. Oh, Ms. San Miguel, yes, ma'am.
Can I ask the caseworker if she's had any contact with my client since she's been released from jail?
Yes, Mr. Vega.
I've had like very minimal. I text her. I can give you the exact date. I text her maybe like 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to find the exact date. And she responded, and I told her I needed to meet with her, and she said she lived in Killeen, and then I told her like, can I meet with you at the house? And then she never responded.
Can you email me that number in case it's different than the one I have, please?
Yes, I can do that.
Thank you. No other questions.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have anything, Mr. Vega? No. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, we'll see y'all January 17th. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is our second permanency hearing. I read the reports. The kiddos placed in 3 different family situations. Alexander's on a monitored return with his dad, Mr. Sweeney, and they're doing great. The girls are doing well in their family placements. I had that Mr. Prince, Miss Locker haven't done anything on their service plan, and Mr. Oder is incarcerated. So that's what I have. Mr. Sturmer, what do you need today?
Judge, you have about the same notes that I have. I don't think we have any recommendations today. Just like you said, Mr. Sweeney's doing well. Everybody else is kind of not doing anything.
Okay. Ms. Gustafson.
Your Honor, I don't really have anything other than that. I spoke with Miss Locker. I think she's under the impression that she has done more things and has finished some of her services, but and she's had some transportation issues, but she and I will visit again after the court hearing about the reasons why she hasn't had visitation and such.
Okay, thank you. Ms. San Miguel.
Similar, my client's been really busy. He moved from out of state to back in state and had a new job. So he's been transitioning, but he's going to get in contact with the caseworker to get the services started.
Well, Miss Missy just sent me pictures. These are really, really cute little kids. So work hard to get them back. Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. McClure.
My client's doing great. He's on it. Alexander's doing great. My client did get, I do not love child support people. Okay. I am not that person, but my client got me a lot of information. I have laboriously put it into a spreadsheet, and I have some numbers but I'm glad to share my spreadsheet with anybody that wants to see it because I'm not telling you that I'm good at math. If I could have done math, I would have gone to med school, people. So I will share that spreadsheet, but I can tell you, Judge, that his arrearages as of about a week ago were a total of 2367.85. And his interest owed was 394.81 for a total of arrearages of 2762.66. However, I also calculated that placement received his mom should have received $1,482 of that child support, but mom apparently got it. And so mom really only has arrearages due to her of $1,280.28. So I don't know how y'all want to fix that. I don't know if you want to say that he keeps paying until he's paid mom an arrearage of X amount and until he pays his mom an arrearage of X amount. And then at that point, his child support ends.
Well, you bring up an interesting point. I was wondering if we need to go to mediation in this case.
And I would like my client to get some child support from mom.
Right. Or say, it's not due until XYZ, when that would cover the arrears from the $1,200 that he owes. You could do something like that.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I got mediation circle. We'll hold that thought.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay. Ms. Wheeler.
Judge, I don't have an update. I haven't been able to go visit my client recently. I know, he's still in jail. I would assume he's still working all the same programs that we got on the record last time. I'm not sure if CPS has received back or if they sent him any parenting packets that they've gotten back since then, though.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. San Miguel, did you have your hand wave?
I was just wanting to clarify which dad on the child support arrearage and then the preferred payment.
It was Mr. Sweeney, correct? I don't know what you mean by preferred payment.
Well, because they mentioned there were some payments made to mom and then some made to placement. And so there is
no money ever got sent to placement to the grandmother. No money ever got to her. And so the judge had ordered the child support to be redirected to her. So she's owed $1,400 and something, technically speaking.
Let's see. CASA is Miss Sarah Beatty. What do you need, Miss Beatty?
The children are doing well with Alex having moved away. He is still getting his therapy, but it's being telephonic and it's really not working given his age and attention span. So I think he would benefit from an in-person therapist in his current location, and behavior therapy as well.
Which one was that?
That's Alex.
Okay. Where do they live?
Abilene. Is that right, Mr. Sweeney?
That's right. It's Abilene.
Okay. So right now he's seeing somebody how often on TheraHealth? What do you call it?
Ironically, it's the same person that Aaliyah is seeing, but yeah, just telehealth. He doesn't last for even 15 minutes, to my understanding. So
you might as well not be, huh?
Exactly. And he is still having a few behaviors. It's gotten much better, but there's still some growth that could be done there. So I think that would benefit him.
Okay. Thank you. Miss Mystic.
Agreed. Mediation, great idea. And then I think just on we're waiting on Athena's caregiver is wanting to be licensed. Aaliyah's is not, but I think mediation would be great. And the one-on-one therapy in person for Alexander.
Okay. Okay, so far the only order I have that's different is Alexander in therapy set up by CPS within 2 weeks, in-person therapy. I got that. We should make sure it's in-person therapy department. Miss Austin, and who do y'all want to mediate? Mr. Thompson, Miss Miller, Judge Prohl. Judge Prohl could probably do this one.
I don't think with this many people.
Okay.
Oh God.
Let me get my list.
Andrew, what do you think?
Like him, but I don't know if that many people would work. Yeah.
No, it'd be hard.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see who Natalie Bennett, Michelle Cummings, Kirk Fulk, Emily Miller, Carl Pro, Randy Robinson, Andrew Thompson, Courtney Wheeler, Catherine McAnally, and I have a new lady named Fran Brockstein, who was a mediator in Houston who moved to Marble Falls. So that's who y'all got.
I don't really have a preference. Andrew Thompson would be fine with me. Emily Miller would be fine with me. I think Emily's schedule's a little bit more booked up than Andrew's is, but I could be wrong about that.
Let's do Andrew. We haven't done him in a while. Okay. Okay, mediation with Andrew Thompson. 11/17, which is the final trial. Okay, parents, y'all have a service plan. You have to comply with your service plan or your parental rights could be subject to termination. Our next hearing is our trial, and y'all go into mediation between now and then. So our dismissal date is February 12th. So we kind of better step up or get things going. So hope y'all can work. I mean, with all these people, and we've got family placements and everything, hope y'all can work it out in mediation. Okay. Like I said, you have to comply with your service plan or your parental rights could be subject to termination. Okay. Okay, well, good luck. And department, y'all make sure there should be lots of therapists in Abilene. So let's get that going for Alexander. And everybody, thank y'all for coming. Y'all are excused. Bye. Okay. Okay, this is our second permanency hearing. Kiddos are in foster care locally. Parents are continuing to do their plan. We are in an extension. Sounds like things are just kind of rocking along. So, Mr. Sherman, what do y'all need today?
I don't know that we really need anything. Again, kind of like you said, we're just kind of in a holding pattern here, and looks like the visits are going okay though. So hopefully those can continue to improve. But right now we're just kind of still in the stagnant place we've been at. Okay. Well, it looks like y'all had a family group conference in September to kind of make a plan and see where we're at. So, okay. Ms. Chandler, what do y'all need?
Yes, Your Honor, I think everything is going well right now. Ms. Mashaney, will you let me know if there's anything that you need? Are the visits going well?
Yeah, they're going really good.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So we're not asking for any additional relief from the court today, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Chandler. Ms. Cummings?
Your Honor, I would just like to ask if CPS, if there are any barriers to starting some unsupervised visitation with Mr. Berry and his girls.
Well, Mr. Berry wasn't here for the entire month of August, so we've only been able to supervise a few visits with him. I would like to get a few more under the belt before we go to unsupervised with just Jonathan.
Okay, and why did Mr. Berry not visit for the entire month of August?
He was out of state for work.
Right, he was sent to NTC in California for the military.
Right.
Do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Berry visiting with the children for a couple hours unsupervised?
I'm just worried about keeping track of all of them at the same time, and he's done okay. But every now and then we have to step in, and I don't know, I haven't been able to observe or read notes, for more than a few visits with Jonathan.
When you say you've had to step in, what have you had to step in for?
When?
Oh, watch out, she's over there, she's, make sure you're watching Kaylin while she eats. That was a big one, but it has improved. And they're just very, very active and busy. And prior to doing visits by himself, he hasn't really ever had them for an extended period of time by himself that I'm aware of since the beginning of the case. So I'm just a little nervous about that. But as far as any major problems, no, there have not been.
So after a few more visits of observing, you might change your opinion on allowing him to start having a couple hours unsupervised.
Yes.
All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Anybody have any more questions of Ms. Montez about visitation?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Chandler.
Ms. Montez, is Ms. Mashaney at the point where she can start having unsupervised visits with the children?
I have similar concerns to Ms. Mashaney, even though we have observed more visits with her. Kaylin fell on her head at the last one and had a really big old bump. Like it was really pretty bad on her head. And we have had issues with, watching her while she eats. She has taken feedback. But just with the history of the case and how everything has developed, I do have concerns about her having them unsupervised.
How many more visits do you think you would need to supervise for Ms. Mashaney to start getting unsupervised time with the girls?
I'm unsure. The issue that happened in July with being banned from base is very, very concerning to me. And the instability throughout the case with Ms. Mashaney makes me very hesitant to move forward with unsupervised.
What would Ms. Mashaney need to do to show you that she's capable of being unsupervised and spending time with the kids?
Frankly, I don't know. I really don't believe that she is capable of having them for long periods of time unsupervised.
Okay, so there's nothing right now. Is there truly nothing right now that Ms. Mashaney can do to start having unsupervised time with her kids?
Well, the severity of the issues that we've had with her and her threatening, to end it all if things don't go right with her in the case, and the violent incidents that happen on base, no, I don't feel comfortable with that at this time. And I can't think of a time where she will be capable of having them full-time unsupervised.
Okay. No further questions.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Any question, Ms. Montez?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Parents doing their visits together?
They are not. We have them every other week for 2 hours. So every other week mom does it and every other week dad does it.
Did it say in the report that mom wants to do the visits together?
They were doing the visits together up until the family group conference where Jonathan said they had separated. And so we've started doing them separate.
Okay, thank you. Pass the witness.
Anybody else? Ms. Montez, do you know if the parents have filed for divorce or anything, or what their future plans are?
I'm not sure the status of their divorce. I know that previously at our last hearing, Ms. Cummings said that they were going to be filing for divorce. I don't know if they have or not. And I don't believe they're in communication with each other.
Okay. Maybe think of another question. What town does Miss Mashaney live in?
She's in Wichita, Kansas. She drives down every other week.
Okay. So she's.
Yes, ma'am.
And each parent's visits are for 2 hours?
Yes, ma'am.
And they're always at the CPS office?
No, ma'am. We've had them at the Georgetown Library as well as a park last week. That's where Kaylin got hurt. But no, I'm pretty flexible with where we have the visits.
Okay. Mr. Barry live on post?
Yes, ma'am, he does.
Have you been looking into what services he has if he were to, or has available to him if he were to receive placement of the girls?
Well, I've been told by Mr. Barry that he plans to move his mom down. And this was a plan that was going on in July, I believe, but it hasn't happened. I just haven't seen much proactive, preparedness to have the girls or just any solid plan. The last that he shared with me was that he'd like his mom to come down. And then once the case is closed, she would like to move back to Kansas with the girls. But again, I haven't seen any action on that as of yet.
Who was the family that was placement up there?
Maternal grandparents.
Maternal, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
Have we done an ICPC or anything on the maternal family? The paternal family, sorry.
No, we have not. Grandma was saying that she was going to move down here to be with Jonathan. But again, no, we have not.
Your Honor, I don't believe the paternal family is going to be an option at this point.
The paternal family?
Yes, Your Honor.
To even move down here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Montez, what has Mr. Barry told you some plans for, if he even had the kids for a weekend or something, if he had to go work or he was deployed or things like that?
No, ma'am, that's a big topic of conversation with us with finding support. I was under the assumption that his mom was going to try to move down. But other than that, no, I've asked multiple times, if there's friends, family, dad's groups, that he could join maybe a church, something. But no, I have not received any information about a support system.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have any, Ms. Montez? No, okay. Let's see, Ms. Cummings, you said, do you have anything else you need to add today?
No, Your Honor, I would just like to see Mr. Berry get a few hours of, or even if it's not the whole time, if he can get 30 minutes within that 2 hours to maybe take the girls to go get some food and then bring them back.
I'm thinking, I got it. I got something written down to ask Sid items about. Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Frank, what do you think about everything?
Your Honor, I have the same concerns as Ms. Montez as far as being able to keep track of all the girls when they're in a more open environment than a CPS office.
Okay. Any other concerns today?
Those would be mainly my concerns today.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Mystic, how are you? What do you think about everything?
I think visits need to remain the way they are, Judge, at this time. This isn't the first time we've been here. I mean, if you look at the psychologicals, it's very concerning. And I know they were in October of last year, and I don't see that we're any further. I would be very concerned about any unsupervised at this time, other than giving some more time for Mr. Berry to have more visits and work with them. But
okay. Let me have the lawyers and Costa go to a breakout room, please. Ms. Trinidad. Hey, parents, Ms. Montez. Where are they?
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Montez, you're here. Okay, y'all, we're gonna go to mediation, but I'm gonna order it at the next hearing. Our next hearing is December 6th. What I'm gonna order today is we're gonna try this for Mr. Berry, and then at the next, we'll see how it goes, and I might think about it doing it for Ms. McShaney at the next hearing. So, Ms. Montez, Costa's gonna get with you and explain it in a little bit more detail, but what we're gonna do is Mr. Berry is gonna continue to have his 2 hours of visits. During the visits, I want y'all, it doesn't have to be for the 2 hours, but during the visits, I want y'all to go somewhere where Mr. McShaney can do, I'll have call it like a sandwich visit. Mr. Berry does yes, right there, hovering right on top of them. Y'all go to somewhere like Chuck E. Cheese, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, somewhere that has a playground where the kids can play, or even a park, whatever. But Mr. Berry has 45 minutes with the children for Mr. Berry to take care of those children on his own. Okay. CPS will be around, 10 feet away in a booth further away, walking around outside, on another suite, something. But Mr. Berry, if y'all are at a restaurant, I want you to buy dinner because your visits go from 4 to 6. I want you to buy dinner for the girls. I want you to buy dinner for you and for the caseworker. Okay. Okay, so caseworker doesn't eat with y'all. I want you to eat with these kids. Okay, you sit there and have a meal with you and the girls by yourself. Okay, now whether it means you're taking the girls to a park and you bring a Subway sandwich, or I know you have a little one, they don't do Subway, or you bring chicken nuggets, whatever. But the caseworker, I want you to be able to feed the kids, diet change, play, all that kind of stuff for 45 minutes, and CPS is there to assist if needed. Okay, do you understand, Mr. Berry?
I understand. That sounds great.
Okay. Okay. And we'll try this. And, since the visits are in Georgetown, there's got to be a Chuck E. Cheese or, somewhere. Y'all Google.
There's a few areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
They did a park last week. Yeah.
You get
Yes,
much
ma'am.
better.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's the only thing I'm going to order today. But Miss Montez, you make sure if you got a good idea, tell Mr. Berry so he has to pay for your dinner. Okay.
I appreciate it. Or one of our HSTs, they're very helpful as well with the visits. Thank you.
Okay, whoever it is. Okay, parents, y'all have a service plan. You have to comply. Your parental rights can be subject to termination. Okay. Okay.
And, Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please just explain to Ms. Mashaney that we're going to see how these visits go for Mr. Berry, and then when we come back on December 6th, we're going to assess and then see if we can come back and do the same thing for Ms. Mashaney?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss McShaney, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm trying to just see if there's a place that we can accommodate this, if this is even a workable plan. We have a problem because we're running into winter. If it'd been, I don't know, the summer was so dang hot too, but there's just not enough good time in Texas to have decent weather to be outside. If it's in a park or something, that's easy. But anyway, Mr. Berry's covered my guinea pig to see how this works out, facility wise and department wise and everything else. But we will regroup for you at the next hearing.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, y'all have a service plan. You got to comply. Your current rights subject to. Next hearing is December 6th. It's a permanency hearing also. Okay. Good luck to y'all. Thank you. Okay. This is set for a special hearing called by Ms. K. It's my understanding y'all might have an agreement. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. I set this hearing because the child had made a statement of intent to self-harm. And so he was hospitalized. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. While he was there, he said he wanted to talk to his mama. So they had a phone call over the phone. She's not been having visits with Logan previous to this because he had kind of said he didn't want to see her. And we were letting his therapist kind of work with him on some of that. But he has said he would like to see her. And of course, she was just distraught, when she heard that he wanted to hurt himself. And she was worried that he might do something, and she never would get the chance to hold him or tell him that she loves him or anything ever again, So I set this hearing to ask the court to do some visits for her. And we talked about it, and we reached an agreement that she would begin therapeutic visitation with the child with his therapist, so that they could start working on their relationship.
That's good. Okay. And everybody's agreed to that, Ms. K?
Yes, Your Honor. And really and truly, she was just sick over it and just wanted the opportunity to tell him that she loves him and, to stay.
Have they started the visits?
They had a phone call while he was in the hospital. I think he's still in the hospital. But we're going to start that when he's discharged.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Mr. Sturmer, what do you need today?
I don't need anything else, Judge.
Mr. Glass?
I'm good, Your Honor.
Thank you. Casa?
That's a great plan, Your Honor. We're in support of it.
Okay, good. Ms. Mystic, you agree?
Yes, it is possible when we talk that he may do a therapeutic visit while he's still in the psychiatric hospital. So just kind of wanted to throw that out there.
That would be really good.
Well, we kind of thought because, by the time he gets out and then he's got to find a new placement because he's not going back where he was. So got to find a new therapist and depending on how long he's where he is, and Brandon may have more info how long he's going to be there, but he is seeing a therapist there, and it might be a good idea if he did have a visit while he's in the hospital in case there's an issue that comes up and they can address it while he's in the psychiatric. So
okay, well, I'm gonna add mom can begin therapeutic visits with the child.
And I just want to make it real clear. While we're here, and I want the court to make it real clear that the visits are just for her and Logan, nobody else. Nobody else.
I'll just put that on the record. No one else to visit. Okay, and I'm also going to add placement as agreed by CPS and Ed items. That maybe was in a prior order. I don't remember, but anyway, since we're kind of in limbo now. Ms. Simeon, you have a service plan. You have to comply. Your parental rights could be subject to termination. Okay. Well, sounds like our next hearing is 11:15, so we'll see where we are at. Hopefully Logan will be in a new placement and that Ms. Simeon can have some visits by then. Okay. Okay, well, thank y'all for coming to agreement. That's a great plan. Whole truth, nothing but the truth. Thank y'all. Oh, I forgot in recess. The mother's in the waiting room. Hold on just a second. Might not need her, but. Okay, Ms. K, you called this hearing for visitation. What are y'all able to agree upon?
We've agreed that Dad's going to move out of the marital home and the children will go back to my client on a monitored return. Matthew is in an RTC right now. And so we've agreed that when the RTC says that he's ready to be released, then he'll join the other children at the home with my client on the monitored return. Until then, she'll have visitation with him at his therapist's recommendation.
Okay, so basically monitor return for everybody but Matthew.
I hate to leave him out.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to come back and have a hearing just on him when he's ready to be discharged.
How long, I mean, then you run into how long we need to stay in for him to have treatment and therapy and all that. I don't know.
Could we say placement then of Matthew? Is that kind of what you're talking about? You don't want to be tied to the 6 months with Matthew?
That's what concerns me.
Let's say placement with mom, and if there's an issue when they're discharging that they don't want with mom, one of us has to ask for a hearing.
Okay.
Monitored on the 5, I hear what you're saying, because Matthew may need longer than.
Right. I mean, we might get out early on the other 5. And
Sure.
I don't want somebody come in at 6 months ago, time's up, dismissal date, blah, blah.
Right.
I mean, it might, I'm just talking kind of hypothetical.
If the time runs out and Matthew is not ready to leave treatment, the department could do JMC with my client.
True.
We could call in recess.
Can do that too.
Oh, yeah.
I think that there's a time limit on that now, though. I feel like they talked about that at the CLE.
Yeah, there is. I like the JMC if we have to. I'm hoping not. Judge, I really am kind of hoping with Matthew that it's get him back with mom and make sure that therapy and all that's adhered to, which she's nodding, so she will. And maybe that'll help, but we still could do a JMC if we had to.
The time limit is 90 days that you can recess, I believe. I haven't never used that law because all my cases were all older and we're like, oh, we're not going to worry about that. So, but I think it's 90 days, which would be 3 more months. Okay. So y'all just want me to call a monitor return for everybody?
Not for dad.
Yeah. I mean, all the kids is what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Where's dad going?
My understanding is that he was intending to go stay with his parents.
Where is that?
Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming. Yeah, he's just he's waiting for, he has some money from college coming in, so he's waiting for that. But I don't know, maybe his parents will lend him some money to get up there now. I offered to give him money to go up there. He's not very happy right now. So I think he just needs to cool off a little bit, and then he'll probably take some money from me to go up there.
Okay. The children were originally removed from Miss Lake, correct? He was somewhat burdened, right? But mom's apparently gotten it together, doing well. Headlines, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, well, that was quick. Okay. Okay, let me, ma'am. Miss Bennett, is this your understanding also?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't specifically ask my client that question, although my office talked to him like probably 20 minutes ago or so, but I can't get a hold of him to ask that. But he has always been supportive of if the kids could come home to either one of them, then whoever needed to would move out.
Okay.
So.
And are y'all want to begin the monitor return today?
For all the children except for Matthew.
Okay, I know, but you know what I mean.
I'm trying to hold it together.
Okay.
Can I ask what the plan was with Matthew? Because I didn't hear that.
Matthew's on a, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Matthew's going to stay at the RTC until his therapists there say that he's ready to come home to you. And while he's there, you'll have visits with him when his therapist says that it's good for him. So hopefully it won't take very long.
Okay. I was worried about that.
Where's his RTC, Miss Kay?
That I don't know.
It's in Houston.
Okay, what's the name of it, Mr. Lee?
Let me get the name of it, Your Honor.
Does that mean I can still go see him this weekend though?
It's up to his therapist.
And
It's Embracing Destiny Foundation RTC in Spring, Texas, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I haven't heard of that one before. Okay, y'all, here is our monitor return dates. Our next hearing will be 12/6. The one after that will be February 7th. The final trial will be 4/3/24, and our new dismissal date is 4/15/24. Ms. Slade, this ups all the hearings. I just included Matthew in on all the children on the monitor return but I did put in the docket sheet that dad is to move out, children on the monitor return to mom, except Matthew is to remain at his RTC until released to mom. Visits with Matthew is agreed by the child's therapist.
Okay.
So, and if we get done in April and we still need a little bit more time for Matthew to get his mental health treatment that he needs, and we'll work out something along those lines. Okay. Ms. Slate, you have a service plan. You have to comply. Your parental rights can be subject to termination. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But things are going well. And anybody need anything else?
Judge, I did just want to say just one thing. This was a case that involves some pretty serious alcohol allegations. And so we just want to make it 100% clear to mom that she has to continue to test as she's ordered to and per CPS, and that if there's any positive tests or dilute negatives, that, we're going to have some pretty serious issues and probably going to need a hearing ASAP if we hear of anything like that.
All right. I promise y'all you don't have to worry about that.
Well, and to make it even more,
I understand. Yeah.
The department can disrupt the monitor return if mom's intoxicated or shows up, in on any type of levels testing, because I have already ordered no alcohol in the home or consumed by anyone, parents or maternal grandma. I don't know what that meant. I'm just going to add no alcohol consumed by the parents or anyone around the children, no alcohol in the home. It's a little bit more specific. Okay. Okay, Ms. Slate, like I said, you have your service plan. You got to comply. Your parental rights could be subject to termination. Sounds like things are going real well, though, and keep up the good work. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Make sure, when's he getting out of there? When's Mr. Slate leaving?
What's that? When
is he getting out?
Well, he was saying today, so I have to check with him. But when he found out about the hearing, he was saying that he was going to leave today. I don't know for sure. I got to check on that. I'm working today, so I'm not at home.
Okay. Well, he's ordered to leave, and if he doesn't leave or you don't make him leave, that could be problems with your monitor return. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll also let him know, Judge.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Bennett. Okay. Good luck. We'll see y'all December 6th.
Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This is our permanency hearing. The kiddos are in monitor return with mom. One of them's having some difficulties, but mom's working it out. Miss Anderson says she can't hear. Can everybody else hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Kay, I don't know why she can't hear.
I'll try to call her.
Okay. Now she's connecting to audio. Maybe she had some difficulties that way. Miss Anderson, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay. Mr. Hendricks is out of state, and I couldn't tell from the report if he was doing anything, but Miss Anderson's rocking and rolling, doing what she needs to do. Sent y'all to mediation. Y'all didn't reach an agreement. So that's what I have today for the permanency hearing. Mr. Sherman, what do y'all need?
I don't think we need anything, Judge. And I think really the only thing I guess we just need to set a final. I think child support, just getting guideline child support ordered at the final is going to be the big issue, and leave everything else like it is.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Kay, what do you need?
I need guideline child support for my client. It was a resource issue that kind of got her here to begin with. He didn't do anything for these kids. And so I'd like to have him ordered to pay guideline child support and medical support and to split unreimbursed medical costs.
Okay, I ordered him on 6/21 to pay $500 per month child support. Did that happen, Ms. Mystic?
We have not received it, Judge. I think there was one payment paid, but I don't know what happened with that. But I think that was through the son. And I don't know if it was a valid payment.
Oh, I
There was some
remember.
confusion. Yeah, but I haven't received any.
Yeah, Dad was to pay $350 to you for delinquent child support to the son. Okay, Ms. Kay, I'm gonna need you to figure out, or Ms. Mystic, somebody figure out the arrears for the next hearing so we can get that taken care of too.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Glass, what do you need?
Nothing, Judge.
Okey doke. You know where your client is?
Um,
No.
no, not to an evidentiary standard.
Okay. Well, okay, hold on just a second. Let me write something down. Okay, Mr. Hendricks is ordered to provide his last 3 years' tax returns and pay stubs info to the caseworker by 11/15/23. And let's see, caseworker is, let's see, Ms. Miller, then you need to circulate it to everybody. Okay, thank you. Mr. Hawk, kids good? What do you need today?
The kids are great, Judge. Just like everyone else, Judge, child support for the kiddos now.
Okay. Okay, Miss Mystic, same ditto?
Yes, you need to watch the video I sent you.
I see
That
it.
Mom sent to me.
Is it long?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's
You
good.
watch-
It's her house with the kiddos, but it's got a lovely song.
Let me watch it real quick. Is this a new house?
It's the new house.
Is Miss Anderson buying it or renting it or what?
Rent, I believe, rent.
She's renting.
It's really nice.
Very.
How many bedrooms is it?
It's a
Four bedroom.
4 bedrooms? You got a yard?
A big yard, very big in the back.
Good. What town is it in?
It's in Killeen.
Wow. Wow. You still doing home health care, ma'am?
Yes, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to just get everything situated.
Okay. Well, that is really nice. Is it brand new or they just remodel it or what?
He just put brand new floors down and painted it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really peaceful here. It's really nice. The kids love it. We sleep good at night. We just feel like a family again.
Y'all in the neighborhood?
The neighborhood is wonderful. Very peaceful.
Your kids get to go to the same schools they were at?
Well, they just started their new schools yesterday here in Killeen.
Okay, so they did have to go to new schools.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they got a cool house. That's great. You have dogs or cats or any pets?
No, we can't have pets here.
Okay, well, it's a beautiful place. You've done a great job. So, Ms. Anderson, you know you have a service plan. You have to comply. Your parental rights can be subject to termination. We're set for trial on December 6th, so we'll finish this case up then. Okay? Okey doke. Thank you. We'll be in recess. Good luck, ma'am.